almost reached at the end of the lesson 4. Today I am going to give you the remaining notes on Rabindranath Tagore's Gora, painting of Abanindranath Tagore, Bharat Mata, and the famous cartoon of Gaganendranath Tagore, the University Machine. Also, I'll be giving you a few questions as homework. Please remember that these questions have to be done by you. The doing of homework is compulsory. Students, I am dictating notes on Gora. Gora is the largest and the most complex novel composed by Rabindranath Tagore. The novel is written in the beginning of 20th century in the background of anti-partition movement. Rabindranath, through this novel, dealt with doubts and conflicts in the minds of Bengali youths regarding socio-political and moral issues. Gora, the protagonist of the novel, is intensely patriotic, yet also a staunch Hindu of orthodox class. Gora came to know about the secret of his birth, that he was born to English parents but was brought up in a Hindu family. This revelation makes him ruthless in a flash. His narrow-minded arrogance was destroyed and he dedicated his life to create a casteless and liberal Indian society. Through the character Gora, Rabindranath wanted to express that rebellion does not exist in the outside world but lies within one's self. In Gora, we find a unity among the diverse languages, races, cultures, etc. of India. Tagore has depicted the helplessness and traditional beliefs of Hindu religion again and again in this novel. Rabindranath has criticized the narrow-minded, proud nationalism and promoted larger humanism. Through this novel, the writer has tried to express the message of liberal, universal and integrated national patriotism in place of blind and egoistic nationalism. The conflict between the man and society, society and religion, and thereby humanism comes to an end through the character Gora. He promotes secular nationalism and ultimately dedicates his life in welfare of the country. In the end, it can be said that Gora gives the message that we are Indian and our service should be towards the motherland and not to any particular religion, caste or community. Now students, we come to Bharat Mata painting by Abanindranath Tagore. Abanindranath Tagore was one of the pioneers of modern Indian art. He is called the father of modern Bengali art. Bharat Mata, originally known as Matri Murti, is one of his immortal creation. The painting was done in Japanese style in the background of the partition of Bengal. In this painting, Mother India has been portrayed as a goddess of prosperity in the form of a hermit. Bharat Mata has 4 hands and she wears saffron clothes. In her 2 left hands, she holds a book, a bunch of paddy. In the 2 right hands, she holds a pair of white cloth and a string of Rudraksha. This means that Mother India gives us food, cloth, knowledge and religion. The painting evokes the memory of the first stanza of the song Bande Mataram. The painting Bharat Mata has great historical value as it is the artistic visualization of Swadeshi spirit. The painting was originally kept on the northern part of J.C. Bose's parlour and presently is on display in Victoria Memorial Hall. The painting expresses the concept of Eternal Mother, and so Sister Nivedita wanted it to be carried all over India in order to promote the spirit of nationalism among Indians. Now, we are coming to the last section, last topic of the chapter, the University Machine cartoon by Gaganendranath Tagore. Gaganendranath Tagore was the brother of Abanindranath, but he did not follow the Bengal school of painting. Rather, he was influenced by foreign styles. His cartoons had marvelous originality, inspired nationalism among all sections of society. Through his cartoons, he criticized the colonial rule and its administration, as well as Bengali Babu culture, and promoted traditional Indian culture and Swadeshi. One of the famous cartoons of Gaganendranath is University Machine, in which he compared the Western education system in India with the factory. The cartoon depicts a clock striking 10:30 a.m., the chimney emitting smoke, and students gathered in front of the gate of the university building. The students are shown flattened and crippled in between the heavy book-like university building, showing how they are overburdened with Western education system. The cartoon bears a hint of sadness in the cover of satire. The importance of cartoons in India increased under Gaganendranath, and he became an inspiration for Bengali cartoonists. This is the reason that Gaganendranath is known as the father of modern nationalist Bengali cartoons. That's it, student. We have ended the lesson. Now I am giving you few questions to be done as homework. First question, who has called the Great Revolt of 1857 as the National Revolt? Who called the Great Revolt of 1857 as the National Revolt? Second, where did the spark of the revolt of 1857 initiate in Bengal? Where did the spark of the revolt of 1857 initiate in Bengal? Who said the soil of India is heaven to me? Who said the soil of India is heaven to me? When and where was the Indian National Congress founded? When and where was the Indian National Congress founded? Who was the founder of the INC? Who was the founder of the INC? Who is known as the Rashtraguru? Who is known as the Rashtraguru? And who is known as the uncrowned Prince of Bengal? Who is known as the uncrowned Prince of Bengal? Who founded the National Gymnasium? Where was the essay Bartaman Bharat published first? Repeating, where was the essay Bartaman Bharat published first? Who was the first secretary of the Bharat Sabha? Who was the first secretary of the Bharat Sabha? What was Margaret Elizabeth Noble known as? What was Margaret Elizabeth Noble known as? Where was the first modern cartoon published? where was the first modern cartoon published? And the last one, name other two historical novels of Bankim Chandra. Name other two historical novels of Bankim Chandra. Now remember students, you will have to complete this homework. This is compulsory for all.